Hey guys, welcome back. The server has restarted and we are literally in exactly the same position we were when you left. So what we need to do now is we need to make silica. So we are coming in 200 silica per minute short down below. So we're going to have to put together 200 silica per minute up here, and then we're going to have to, and we want to throttle this one to be exactly right because we don't want to let the silica back up down there because then that's going to throttle our production down there. So I would rather throttle the production back here to make sure that we get full production down there. So I'm going to just take it off to the side. I am so glad I put this on passive. Okay, so if I remember, silica is just a constructor, I believe. Silica, ta-da! And that's going to give us 37.5 a minute. And we need 200. So that's actually going to be 6, right? 37.5. Well, 40 times 5 is 200. So 37.5, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll have to do. So hold on. I'm not going to do this math in my head. I know I do a lot of math in my head, but so 37.5 times 5 equals 187.5 minus 200 equals, so the last one's got to be 12.5. So we need 6, and the last one's got to be 12.5. So that, of course, means I'm gonna put one more here. Oh, the server restarted, so my zoop mode is off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm gonna put a 7th down there, just so we can get around. There we go. That's 1, and then we gotta, I'll just make sure, yeah, that's the input side. I do that all the time. I put them around backwards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And actually, so just thinking about what I just said about the math that's necessary involved in this and me doing a lot of the math in my head all the time. And I mean, I'm fairly good at math, but I'm not the best at math. If you're watching this video and you're still in school and you are thinking to yourself that math is not necessary, I'm here to tell you that I'm in the computer programming business. I'm a program manager. I started out as a programmer, but I'm a programmer, but I'm a program manager now. Math has been my bread and butter pretty much my entire life. So if you're playing, and in this game, math is necessary and it makes playing this game so much better. So what I'm going to tell you is study your math. Do your classes. Do well in math. It's really going to be important in your entire life. So please take that to heart. Come on. There we go. So enough of my preaching. Now I'm going to set, I'll put one splitter here, and I want the output going that way. The input has to come from that way, yeah. And I believe, just make sure I got it in the right spot. Yeah, I think that's right. Good. So the easiest way that I've found to do things like this is to put that one splitter there to make sure you got it in the right spot, and then just to run a long line down. And what you can do is once you've put all your splitters on, because now you can go back and you can put all your splitters on and make sure you've got them in the right places. And you'll see that little green line when it's in the right place, but it's not sitting on the belt yet. Now, when I click this, you're going to see the conveyor belt itself kind of disappear and reappear. That means it's in the right spot. If you don't see that, it's not in the right spot. So I think I got that in the right spot. Let me just, and obviously the way to make sure of that is to do this. Yes. There are so many times when I've done this and I walk away without ever checking, and the splitter's not in the right spot, so it's not getting any ore off of the belt. So you got to be careful with that. So we're going to put all of the rest of these on. That's good. Good. I think I've said this before. I was watching the Jack Ryan Amazon series the other day, and the character Sam Greer said a quote that I think is from a philosopher or a poem or something. He said, wisdom comes from memory. And I can't stress enough how true that is. Wisdom does come from memory. If I seem wise, it's not because I'm any smarter than anybody else. It's because I've done this before, and in most cases, I've done it wrong. So I have the wisdom to avoid some of these mistakes because I've made these mistakes. And oftentimes I've made them over and over and over. So we want these power poles to be on this side, so I'll take that to there. Then I'll bring it back to here. And then every node gets... Oh, and by the way, I mean, not to get too preachy here, but while I say how important math is, to be honest, all of your subjects are important. English is incredibly important, or, I call it English, but, it's, well, it is English, right? If you're watching in English or whatever your home tongue is. And if you can take other language classes, do it. Because being able to speak to people in their own language is incredibly useful. But also just simply understanding what people are saying. The vocabularies of so many people these days are just so poor. Please stay in school, learn what things actually mean. So many people don't. Honest to God, your schooling is just so important. If you don't get proper schooling, you are not going to set yourself up well for life. And it's going to make your life as an adult so much easier. So All right, that's all I'm going to say about that. Enough preaching. Always, when you do this way, always take these off of the end, because if you don't, what it does is it outputs a couple of pieces that are just essentially wasted. They'll just sit there. Oh, I was wondering, why is nothing coming out at the end? And I know why nothing's coming out at the end. It's because I haven't actually set these to make anything yet. So before I start pulling things out, oh no, that's making silica. The rest of these aren't. Okay, so here's another trick. If you hover over this and it says press E to configure constructor, you can do one of two things. You can press E and you can go down and copy settings here, and then you can go to the next one, press E and paste settings. But there's another thing that you can do. While E is held, you can hit Control C, and now watch settings copy. So when I highlight this one and it says press E and I press Control V, settings pasted. So I can run down this line and I can set the settings on all of these to make the exact same thing much faster. Oh, and now you'll start to see things coming out of these. And now I gotta get the rest of these. Oh crap. You know what I did? I'm gonna have to get rid of that. And get rid of that. And I need to put a merger on the end, not a splitter. I mean, a splitter would have worked there on that one, but all the rest of them need mergers. So now here, actually, you know what I gotta do in order to make this work? In order to make sure that I get this right, I'm gonna have to extend this belt again, put the merger here, and you can see that little green line, then take the rest of this belt off again. Because otherwise it gets really, really fiddly. Okay. Well, that didn't work. So, did something wrong. Still did something wrong. What the hell is going on? That's an in. Okay, that's weird. Okay, we're going to do something else then. Here's what we're going to do. There is another way to do this. The way that I was doing it, I mean, it will work. That is on, yeah, okay. But the other thing, I don't actually need the merger on that first one. So what I can do is just make a straight corner. Make sure that that's in the right spot. There we go. That'll run that all the way down. And now I can put my mergers on. And because I'm putting them on a pre-existing line, it lines up the ins and outs correctly. And then I'm going to take this off. And the actual out is going to be that way, and then I'll continue it down to where I need it. Now, the other thing is I am turning this down to 12.5. Yeah, that's it. That's right. And connect these up. And now this when I run this into the aluminum plant down below, this should now be balanced. And now I can take this whole thing out. I'll have to come back up later and make sure that it's, you know what I should do? Just to make it look good, I'll take that out to there, and then I'll take it down. Now, yeah, I'm going to take this down just a little bit further. I want it up. Will this get there? Okay, that will get there. So I'll bring it to here, and I'm going to put it up. I think I'm just going to put it up 1. I can probably put it up 2, but I'm just going to do it 1. Ah! I hate it when it does that. At the very last second, it flips to something else. It's, yeah, see, I have no idea what it's, well, actually, I know what it's flipping to now. It's that. Is that. See that? That got put in when it all of a sudden flipped down there for no particular reason. And now it's going to prioritize that because it's a conveyor belt anchor point. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good enough. And now splitter. 1. 2. 3. 4. Now, hopefully, all of this should now be properly balanced. And I don't think I've set those yet, but come on. We're going to be making 2 aluminum casings and 2 aluminum ingots. Alcad aluminum sheets. Oh, no, sorry. These are aluminum ingots. Oh, man. I put it into the wrong side. I don't need them there. I don't need the silica there. I need it on the other side. This is what happens when you try to go too fast. And I'm going to leave this in the video, right? Because this is also part of the game. You make mistakes. And if I'm going to wax philosophical again for a minute, everybody makes mistakes. It's how you deal with your mistakes that is the measure of you as a person and a human being. When you make mistakes, own up to your mistakes. So I don't actually need even that there. Oh, do you know what else I'm noticing? I'm not seeing any silica coming out of here yet. Why am I not seeing any silica coming out of here? Because I've got that wrong. All right, well, I could, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do this. Not the end of the world. Puts it out a little closer than I like, but meh, It'll work. All right. Now, none of this is going. Why is none of this going? Why is no... Oh, I'm getting pinged. I'm going to guess it's by my wife. Okay. A couple of very good friends of ours back up in Canada. We sent their boys some Christmas presents, so they were just showing us opening showing the boys opening the Christmas presents that the pictures haven't downloaded yet. So my question is, why are we idle? We've got enough coal. We don't have enough alumina solution. I wonder if it's because the water is backed up. Okay, so here is another thing that we can do. All right. This stuff gets fiddly, so I'm going to take this off. I think it's the water that's backing this whole thing up right now. Okay, the first thing, oh, there's lots of room down there, good. First thing I think that I want to do is I want to put a fluid buffer down there. Now the question is, do I have enough? Oh, I got enough for an industrial fluid buffer. That's fantastic. I almost want to put one up here too, to be honest. Maybe I will put it up here. The reason I'm going to put it up here is because it will allow me to flush when I need to. And this will tell me if the water is the problem. Like immediately, it'll tell me if the water is the problem. So we'll put an industrial fluid buffer up here. And then we'll just grab this water and we'll put it into here. Let's 1, 2. Now, if this starts working again, it is not working. Yeah, see, there's no alumina solution coming out right now. Why is there no alumina solution coming out? Because our silica is backed up. Okay. All right, so we're about to fix that. You know what? I'm going to take this back out. Because if I can make this work without that fluid buffer, to be honest, that's desirable. But you know what I am going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm actually going to run it down underneath. And here's a little trick for running these things underneath. So what you can do is put a wall down below. I'm going to put it, I think maybe here. And then we make sure that we are on horizontal to vertical. And then I don't like that. All right, so let's try the wall back. I wonder. Hold on. Okay. Put the wall. I'm not sure if I've got this. I'm not sure if I bought this yet or not. I have to look at my logistics or maybe in my organization. Where the heck is it? Ah, yeah. Pipeline wall hole. So what I can do, put a pipeline wall hole there, grab the pipeline. Hey, all right. There. Interesting. It won't let me go down, but it'll let me go up. So I can leave that pipeline wall hole there. And then I can drop down here and I will put that back where it was. There we go. Now the whole thing's underneath. And the whole thing looks better up top. Okay, so that should clear itself up as soon as we start getting rid of the silica, which means now it's time to put in 2 constructors and 2 assemblers. Yeah, okay, so we'll put the 2 constructors in first. And I'm going to give it a little extra room to make sure. Oh, yeah, that's why that's not doing that. There we go. Hold on a second. Why did I not? Oh, that's why. Okay, let's do that again. I want I'm spacing them apart because I want the conveyor belts to line up. And now the next thing we need is 2 assemblers. And the assemblers, right there. And right there. Good. Now that will let me do that. And that. How did... Oh, okay. No, that's straight, isn't it? Yeah, that's straight. Okay. I thought I screwed it up. Okay. So let me just make sure. Yep, we're making aluminum ingots. I need the silk. Did I just screw that up twice? I thought I screwed it up and took it all off, and then I screwed it up by... Yeah, this needs 75 silica per minute. I think, is this outputting silica? No, what's outputting the silica? These are outputting the silica. So we're going to bring this out to here. There we go, and a merger there. Yeah, you see the scraps starting up again as soon as the silica opened up. So yeah, I'm gonna run it along there now. Now this needs silica input, right? Okay. Hopefully I'm getting this right, all right this time. So let's put a merger up here because we have to have more. Right there. And then let's get this silica down here. So it would have been working before if I had just had, I'm going to go down there to do this. Ah, too far. Story of my life. Okay, we'll take this all the way to the other end. And then we'll put back what I had before. But to be honest, I think I like it better up there than I did when it was down below. So these should all be good. Splitter. 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 Now, another little trick for you. If you don't need them, take that off first and then open this up and actually drop. See, I got 28 silica right now. Drop that in there so you can get rid of it. And then there we go. We should now have our ingots. Except I didn't do this one. Okay, good. Ingots are there and or backed up on every one of them. So now this is making the aluminum casings. What the heck is going on now? Aluminum ingot. Oh, no power. Okay. That is fine. Okay. And this needs the copper. So I need to bring the copper over now. So the copper is currently down here somewhere. There we go. Okay, since the copper is down here, what we're actually going to do to save some of this above ground conveyor belt system here, we're actually going to use elevators. good. That's good. Oh, and here's another little trick. You can actually put mergers onto the end of these. So you can actually replace the current end with a merger end, which means then you'll be able to put your copper in from the side, and you see how it started going up immediately? But what did I do wrong? Oh. I don't think it was a merger I wanted. Was it a splitter I wanted? Yeah, I think it was a splitter I wanted. Okay. You can do the same thing. It'll work on both. Yeah. There we go. That should work now. So you can put both on. There we go. Now if I go upstairs and I turn everything on, we should now be making Alcad aluminum sheets. Unless, of course, I screwed something up again, which, you know. Yeah, these guys that try to pretend to you that they never do anything wrong, I don't like that because you always do stuff wrong. All right. So that's filling up. So we're good there. And that's filling up. Oh, but the copper's not filling up. I got something wrong. It is copper, right? Oh. Nice boy. Tries hard. Really frickin' slow. So post down in the comments, please, if you realize what I did wrong. Because it's obviously pretty dumb. You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to fix it down here. I think that's probably why I piped that all down in here anyway. It's because I wanted to do this down here. So now, of course, the question is, what's the output of this? Input and output of this. Come on. I don't care what the input. 30 per minute. Okay. 30 per minute output from this. I only need 20 per minute upstairs, so we're good. I just need to get electricity down here. And electricity is not too terribly difficult. But again, I like to keep it neat and tidy up top. So what I will do is I'll actually grab this here and actually bring it down below So I've got it up top and down below, and then I'll put that out there, and then I'll put it to there. Now that is outputting things correctly. And the reason that I had to get rid of all of the conveyor belts that were here before is because they were filled with ore. And I can't have them filled with ore. I need them filled with copper ingots. So now we put them all back, empty this time. And this becomes a splitter, yes, and a splitter. And this should work this time. So what I'm going to do actually is I am going to make a set of videos where I show how to schematize all of these things, but I'm actually going to do it much more succinctly and compact, where I don't actually show my mistakes. And during the videos, I'll actually point back to these so you can see all the mistakes that I make as I make them. Because, hey, it's got to be fun to laugh at me, isn't it? So let me just check this again. This is outputting 30 per minute. And I believe I need 10 copper per minute per assembler. Yeah, see, I need 10 copper per minute. I'm outputting 30 from there. There's only 2 of these, so I'm using 20 per minute, which means that we're 100%. Now, the last thing that I'm going to do here is I will put, as always, I will put 1 container for each here. That's annoying. Can I get rid of that? Yes. Thank you. Let me get rid of that too. There we go. And we'll put 1 container for each. And actually, no, I'm going to do it this way. I was going to say I might kind of rotate it sideways because I've got to take it back out of here. So, yeah, and then 7. Okay, I thought that was a merger. It's not, it's a splitter. Idiot. Okay. Oh, come on. Sometimes that green line just doesn't show up and I don't know why. Okay. Oh. Idiot. There we go. That's making that. We're making aluminum sheets here. We're making aluminum sheets here. That can go into that. There they go. That looks right. Excellent. So we have them stockpiling here. You know what? I think I want to redo this again. I'm going to take this off of here and I'm going to bring it back a little bit further because one of the things I actually want in here, I want a splitter here. Let's see if that works, if it still pumps things inside, because it looks like it's attached directly to, okay, good, it's still putting things inside. I want that splitter there because I want that container of aluminum out here. If I take off of the other end, it's just going to drain that. And I don't want to drain that. So we'll put the merger back here. And we'll do that. And then if I can get a splitter in here, I can't. So we'll take that off. Now the interesting thing that I've been noticing is that's interesting. That last one, it let me put it right up against the edge. But this one won't. Is it? It might be because this is on a slight angle. I didn't get the placement of that one correct. Who knows? So I'll put it up as close as I can, and then I'll put the merger in beside it. Okay, good. Now we have actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it here. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. Hold on. Put there, come back 2, and then go up 3. There we go. And what I'm going to do after this is I'm actually going to put my stackable conveyor poles here now. And I'll bring that back down to there. And this, bring it back to. There we go. All right. And I think that's going to do it for this series. All I got to do now is I've got to take the conveyor belts back down to the main processing plant. That's tedious. I can do that off camera. But so over these last 3 episodes that you get today, we have built what should amount to a 100% output factory. So from those 2 inputs to a single refinery making our aluminum scrap, we've now output 120 aluminum casings per minute, 60 times 2, and 60 alkyd aluminum sheets per minute, 30 times 2, for a total complete efficiency rating of this entire satellite factory of 100%. So, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for coming out. If you stayed through all 3, you are a trooper. I really appreciate it. Remember to like all of the videos if you like them. Subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about it. Put me out on different social medias. If you know any place where they like this stuff, it really helps the channel, and I'd really like to help more people. So see you guys next time. Bye.